Hey guys, welcome to the Woven Podcast. Okay, today is a little bit different. I did post a poll on my Instagram story to see if anybody had any questions that they would like answered, and I did get a few that were good, and so we're gonna go and talk about them today. The first one is, how does mediumship work? Possession. Like, it sounds scary, but like that's literally what it is. Like, they can't speak, they can only talk telepathically with their mind and with your mind, and making you feel things that they feel and using your experiences to portray what happened to them or what they're trying to tell you. Okay, it's not like really possession. It's more just using your brain as a computer, kind of. I've heard a few different people who practice this say the same thing. It's like they hop into your brain and they use your experiences and what you've gone through and your emotions and everything, and they create it into dialogue that then you have to put together. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's the best way I could come up with. Like, for example, let's say that somebody died of like a heart attack, right? And you were wondering how they died. They could make you feel maybe a time when you had heartburn, or if somebody dies from like a traumatic head injury, they could give you like a headache. The only thing is, they can't use something that you haven't experienced to portray feeling, emotion, anything like that. Like I mentioned before in a previous episode on the old podcast, that if you haven't ever been to the Sistine Chapel, but that's like the favorite memory of the spirit you're communicating with, it can't put the image and the feeling of the Sistine Chapel inside you because you've never been there, you've never experienced it. The same way works with like languages. Like, for example, you don't know how to speak French, you don't know how to speak Spanish. Guess what? You don't have to, because they don't communicate like that. They communicate through feelings, they communicate through experiences. The second one is, when did you find this gift? I don't know. I feel like you could literally ask anybody that went to elementary school with me. I was the weird kid on the playground saying, let's play ghosts. But realistically, I don't know. I remember being so young, and I feel like it quite literally has been my whole entire life. And I'm literally not just saying that. Like, it has been like my entire life. It's definitely gotten, again, more tuned and more focused with intentional practice, but like, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you a better answer to that one. The next one is, can anyone learn mediumship? Okay, learn. It's not learn, it's remember. Remember, you have never ceased being a soul, okay? You've always been a soul, and you always will be a soul. The only difference is now you're in this piece of meat that inhibits you from communicating the way your soul wants to communicate. Literally, from the moment you were born, you were a soul in a body. When you die, you will be a soul without a body. So because we're all made out of the same thing, which is energy and frequency, yeah, you can. Anyone can remember mediumship. You did it when you were a baby. Trust me, you did it when you were a baby. And then your physical instincts kicked in and said, oh my gosh, I need food to survive. Oh my gosh, this song is really good. And then you grow older. Oh, I need these shoes so that I really fit in with the rest of people. Oh, I need to make friends. Oh, all of my physical needs need to be met. And you focus so much on the physical that eventually you lose the spiritual. Trust me, you were once talking to spirits. You were. Whether you do today or not, I don't know, but you did. And yes, you can remember how to do it again. Okay, this next one I get a lot. It's just, is it scary? Not anymore. It was. Yeah, it was. Before it got normal, I guess. The thing people often forget is that when you die, you don't stop being yourself. You don't die and automatically become this thing in a scary movie. Like, that's not how it works. You die and you're yourself without your body. And so I feel just as much fear around spirits as I do around people. I'd even say there's less fear there because spirits have less of a control over the physical realm than a human does. Okay, what are your thoughts on tarot and Ouija? Okay, let's take this one at a time because those are very, very different things. Tarot. I think tarot has its uses, for sure. I mean, I still use tarot. Of course I do. I have my tarot deck right here in front of me. Does it work? Yeah, 100% it works. Is it the cards? No, it's not the cards at all, actually. How it works is it is you projecting your spiritual intuition onto something physical and easier to explain. The cards have no meaning. They're not pulled by fate. They don't decide your fate or tell you anything. It is completely and totally inside you. That intuition manifests itself through the cards because it gives you a way to organize your thoughts. That's all it is. I still use tarot for that reason too, because in order to channel, you have to be on a very medium ground. You can't be anxious, you can't be stressed, you can't be angry, you can't be sad. You have to be very medium. And so if I've had a bad day or I'm stressed out or I'm pissed off at somebody, of course I'm going to use tarot because it's a way for me to project my spiritual intuition onto something physical. And subconsciously my brain goes, this isn't me, this is the cards, which in turn does get you to a medium ground in sorts. But it's not the cards, it is you. Ouija, Ouija, on the other hand, pretty much I would just say don't touch it, don't mess with it. In order to safely practice Ouija, you have to be somebody of very sound mind. You really have to understand the stuff that is going on because for so many years, the media has just pushed out Ouija board evil, Ouija board demons, which isn't necessarily true. It is just a tool to communicate with spirits. It's the same thing that happens with tarot cards. The only difference is, since it's had such a negative rap around it, since the dawn of time, it is negative. Like this, for example. Human thought, your mind, can literally create worlds, okay? And then these civilizations put all of their belief and all of their energy and all of their time into, let's say, the Greek gods. When a collective mind gives something that much influence, it does manifest itself. No, I'm not saying that Zeus is up there sitting on a cloud somewhere about to strike your house down with a lightning bolt if you don't pray to him. I am saying, though, the human mind can create the energy of what is known to be Zeus. And so at the same time, that can also work with Ouija boards because a collective consciousness has decided that Ouija boards are demonic. That means if you use a Ouija board, there's all of that collective consciousness saying, hey, you're playing with demons, best not do that. So if you want my professional opinion, don't. That's all. It's the same thing with crystals. Crystals are so stupid. They're beautiful, I love them, and I have a million of them, but do they do anything? No. It all comes back to the thing I said about the tarot cards. You can't take a piece of rose quartz around you because you want more self-love and be like, oh, look, this rose quartz has given me the ability to love myself. Or black tourmaline, you can't be like, oh, I have this black tourmaline or this selenite and I'm going to put it by my door and it's going to keep me safe. That's not a thing. It's the exact same theory as with the tarot cards. It's all inside of you. You are assigning your own energies into these rocks and into these cards. That way, when you pull the card or when you use this crystal, it already has an assigned energy to it. But is the moon going to charge your crystals? No. Can crystals do anything without you? No. Literally all of it comes from you. Whether it's tarot, whether it's crystals, whether it's manifestation, prayer, whatever it is, it's all you, baby. You're just using physical elements to help organize your spiritual intuition around you. Okay, last one. You mentioned you were skeptical of mediums. Why? Because you really think you're going to come up to me in the street and go, oh, I talk to dead people. No, sorry. I'm not going to pay you to do my tarot reading. I'm not going to pay you to talk to my dead relative unless I trust you. Which, there are a few people in this country that I do trust wholeheartedly. There is some that I want to have a session with so badly just to see what their energy feels like and how they channel and how they do things. That doesn't mean I'm going to automatically believe you if you tell me that you're a medium. Like, I do need a little bit of proof. And it's good to be skeptical, because being skeptical means that you are in control of what enters your circle. It means that you are being careful and filtering out the people you don't need in your life. The energies where you're like, no thank you. It's good to be skeptical. It's good to ask questions. And yes, I am extremely skeptical. And it is very ironic because I literally am just restarting this podcast and I just started my Instagram page and y'all don't have any proof yet, and here I am blabbing my mouth about being skeptical of mediums. Yes, I'm skeptical of mediums. Anyways, this has been a lovely chat. I am probably going to post a lot more of these on my story because I do think it's fun to kind of sit down and have this conversation. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay in the loop. And until the next time, thank you for listening to this episode of Woven.